Kanye West, a name synonymous with innovation, creativity, and influence. From the streets of Chicago to the global stage, Kanye's journey is a testament to pushing boundaries and challenging the norm. Today, we delve into why Kanye West is not just a musical icon, but a hero to many, including myself. Kanye's musical journey began with his debut album, The College Dropout, which revolutionized the hip-hop industry. His ability to blend genres and create unique sounds has made him a pioneer in music. But Kanye's influence extends beyond music. In the world of fashion, his Yeezy brand has become a cultural phenomenon. His designs challenge traditional norms and redefine style. Kanye's outspokenness on social issues has also made him a voice for change, from mental health advocacy to challenging the status quo. His bold statements spark important conversations. Beyond music and fashion, Kanye's humanitarian efforts further illustrate his role as a modern-day hero. He has been involved in various charitable activities, from supporting victims of natural disasters to addressing homelessness. In 2019, Kanye donated significant funds to hurricane relief efforts in his home state of Illinois. His commitment to giving back, showing that his influence extends far beyond the entertainment industry. Additionally, Kanye has been a vocal advocate for mental health awareness, openly sharing his own struggles with bipolar disorder. By speaking candidly about his experience, he has helped many destigmatize mental health issues and encouraged others to seek help. This transparency has been a source of strength for many fans who face similar challenges. Kanye's dedication to artistic freedom has inspired many in the creative industry. He has consistently pushed the boundaries of what music and art can be, breaking free from traditional norms. His albums from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy to The Life of Pablo exemplify his commitment to innovation and self-expression. Kanye's fearlessness in experimenting with different styles has paved the way for new artists to explore their own creative potentials without fear of judgment. Furthermore, Kanye's influences on popular culture is profound and far-reaching. Whether through his outspoken public appearances, his groundbreaking performances, or his innovative use of social media, Kanye has continuously shaped the cultural narrative. His ability to capture public attention and provoke thought through his actions and art has made him a cultural icon. Kanye's impact is felt not just in music and fashion, but in the broader realm of the cultural discourse. Kanye West's influence is not limited to his achievements, but extends to the impact he has on the future generations. By defying expectation and continuously reinventing himself, Kanye has inspired countless young people to pursue their passions and dreams. His message of self-belief and perseverance resonates with many who look up to him as a symbol of possibility. Kanye's story teaches that with creativity, determination, and a willingness to challenge the status quo, anyone can achieve greatness. For many, including myself, Kanye is a hero because he embodies the spirit of resilience and creativity. His journey is a reminder that success comes from perseverance and staying true to oneself. Kanye West's legacy is one of innovation, influence, and fearless creativity. His impact on music, fashion, and social commentary continues to inspire millions around the world. For those who see him as a hero, Kanye represents the power of authenticity and the courage to challenge the status quo.
I want to show you someone who's a great person and a hero to me. Roseanne Park is known as Rose, grew up in Melbourne, Australia. As a child, Park began singing and learned how to play guitar and piano. At this age, she also performed in a church choir. What do you like about Rose?
I like her dancing. I like her voice. I like the songs too.
She auditioned in YG Entertainment in 2012 at 16 years old. And as she got there, she trained there for 4 years in YG Entertainment. She met Lisa, Jennie, and Jisoo, who got along well. In 2016, she debuted in Blackpink, where they made their album called Square One. In 2021, she made her solo debut called R, and she had recently made a collab with Bruno Mars and their song Abatu, and just won a MAMA Award for Global Sensation. Rose is still doing her career really great and is winning ahead as she is in South Korea, and I always know that she is remembered as the golden voice of Korea, and she really is a really wonderful person.
My heroes are my parents. My mom, she is from Houston, Texas. She grew up in the Spring Branch area, and her parents and her family is like from Mexico, and they came here for a better future and to support their family. The schools that my mom went to was Pine Shadows, Spring Branch, and Woodbury Elementaries. She moved around whenever she was in elementary. She went to Springwoods Middle School, And for high school, she went to Springwood High School.
I feel honored. My hero is my mother and my father. And they're my heroes because they have sacrificed basically their whole life just to give me and my sisters a better future. And they have never asked anything in return.
My dad also grew up in Houston, Texas, in the Spring Branch area. His parents are also from Mexico and came over here for a better life. And my dad also went to Pine Shadows Elementary. He went to Springwoods Middle School, and for high school, he went to Mady Creek High School.
As long as I did my part, and you're ready for life. And I really don't have a hero because I feel like one is responsible for their own life.
They're my heroes because my dad is my. They're my heroes because they've always been there for me. My dad is my heroes because he's been. My dad is my hero because he's been supporting me since I was little. He's the reason why I play sports and have the things I do. My mom is also my hero because she has always supported me and she's always there when I need her. We hang out a lot together. My dad works as an automotive body technician and he grew up in the third generation of body and tech paint. My mom is a stay-at-home mom, but she makes sure we do our schoolwork and do our chores. My mom helps out people that need help. She babysits people's kids that can't watch their kids because they have work. My dad helps out people that need to fix their cars, but yeah, you still have to pay him. They're my heroes they've because they're my parents and my parents are always gonna be there for me. I think they're my heroes because they have always helped me and been there for me when I needed them. They're there are the people that encouraged me to play softball and to continue playing the sport now.
I remember life was simple. We were 18, no plans made. Could we go back to the beginning?
Growing up, me and my sister were really opposites. We had different personalities, different taste in music. She was the one with curly hair. I was the one with straight hair. But we both grew up in Houston, Texas. She was born on April 17 in 2002. Growing up, we had both an absent father, and it was really difficult. I lived knowing that other children had that connection with their father that I always wanted.
That I
How does Alexis inspire others?
Alexis inspires others to pursue their dreams and education and life overall.
What kind of a person is Alexis?
Alexis is very loving, very friendly. She's a very kind person and very generous.
We were 18, no plans made. Could we go back to the beginning where everything went our way? I don't wanna stay.
After my parents divorced, my mother became emotionally absent, and so my sister took charge and became that parental role of both my mother and father. She'd help me with homework when we got home, get me ready in the morning when I was little, sometimes make me food for dinner. She was amazing. She did a lot for me, and that's something I will forever be grateful for. Growing up, we didn't really have much, but she always managed to find the best of it. She was the child in my family that we knew was destined to do great things and become the first to attend college. She actually graduated from Springwoods High School in 2020 as valedictorian and attended the University of Texas in Austin, which she just graduated recently in 2024, and she's now living in Iowa working with P&G as a chemical engineer. I would say my sister is one of the most kind, intelligent, independent, and one of the most generous person I've ever met. How has Alexis inspired you?
Growing up, she has honestly inspired me a lot because she's made me want to work harder in school, considering she's over here like getting full rides to a lot of colleges. She was top of her class, and it just made me want to be more dedicated and put a lot more time and effort into my schoolwork.
My sister gave up a lot of her own childhood for the sake of mine, and she just means the world to me. She inspires me to get good grades and pursue a bachelor's degree. She inspires me to be kind to others and to speak my truth and be who I really am. I would definitely say her legacy is to inspire the younger and future generation of my family to attend college and have that positive attitude. She encourages us all to strive for more than what we think we can achieve. She will forever truly be my hero.
I remember life was simple. We were 18, no plans made. Could we go back to the beginning where everything went our way?
My mother is my hero. I am very grateful for her. She has done everything for me, and I can't thank her enough. When I was going through a rough time in elementary and middle school, since I had severe anxiety and I was very shy, I never talked and I was very quiet throughout my whole years of elementary, but she did her best to find me help, and I love her for that.
My thoughts and reactions were that you were missing out on a lot of things, like having friends, asking the teacher questions when you didn't understand a certain work project.
Even though me and my mom were going through some rough paths, anger, sadness, me and her were able to gather information, get help and resources from others who deeply cared and wanted to see my mother happy, because the thought of just her daughter not living the best childhood experience by being quiet, it made her think that I needed to be better, to be more open. And thank for that, Mom.
So I got a lot of information from teachers, counselors. We put you in a 504 plan with accommodations. I also took you to a psychologist, and you did therapy, counseling. We switched you over to SPED services in middle school, where they helped with other accommodations for your anxiety.
Even though it was such a hard thing to accept and acknowledge for her, and such a rough path that she didn't understand, but she did her best as a mother who I'm very, very thankful and grateful for. Even though she does so much for me and my sisters, she still looks out for me no matter what. And I can't thank her enough. I'm very grateful for her for helping me through such a rough time.
My hero, like many others, happens to be my father, Jose Colunga. He is like no other. He's gone through so many things that have helped him become the man he is today. Growing up in Tamaulipas, in a small town, Colunga had big dreams to make it in life one day. He grew up in a family of 8. The cost of living was getting really expensive. Because of this, my dad had to drop out of school in only the 6th grade. Soon after my dad turned 18, my grandpa planned to cross the border to help finance the problems they were having with money at the time.
Crucé a los 18 años para venir a trabajar y estar económicamente bien.
Soon after crossing, Colunga got picked up by a smuggler. My grandpa paid a large sum to get him all the way to Houston. My grandpa and dad soon rested in Spring Branch and decided that was where they were going to stay. Colunga found a job the second day he got here. He started working, and little by little my dad began getting what was a good amount of money at the time. He was getting paid only $6 an hour. Any money he got, he would send back to his family in Mexico. My grandpa never re-enrolled my dad back into school as he thought it was unnecessary and too late.
I met him. We met at the apartments we used to live. That was around on 2002. Yeah, and we became friends ever since then, and then, eventually boyfriend and girlfriend, and then we got together, and he became my husband.
They happened to live in the same apartment complex. 2 years after meeting my mom, she got pregnant with my older sister. They finally decided to make it official and both moved out of their parents' house to start a family of their own.
He's a hardworking man, very loving person, great dad. He's a very honest person. He's the backbone of our family. He's always there for us. He's just the greatest dad out there. Coming from me, that's what I can say. He's the greatest dad. He's always there for his kids. Yeah.
Soon my mom had my brother in 2006, then me in 2007, and my younger sister in 2012. My dad was constantly working to support us, and I can't express how much that means to me. He works 6 days a week in 2 different jobs. Every day he comes home exhausted, just wanting to sleep, but he still manages to make time for our family. This dedication to making sure our family is okay has made me realize how much of a hero my dad is to me and both my family. There is nobody in this world who can have my respect like my dad does. He is the most important hero I will have ever in my life.
Daniel, why is it so blurry? It looks so blurry. There you go.
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it recording too.
What, Gigi?
For my hero is my dad. My dad was born on September 28, 1982 in Houston, Texas, and in his young life my dad made very impulsive and careless decisions that taught him lessons that would never leave him.
2 lessons I've learned in life is to always finish school and to know that there's no shortcuts in life. My favorite thing about being a father is watching your kids grow up and being better than you. You set the goals for them and they accomplish it. And that's the greatest feeling as a father that you could have.
What makes my dad my hero is that through it all, through everything that he has been through, he never forgot to be a dad. He was never selfish and never made decisions that would only benefit him and not me or my siblings. My dad would rather make me or my siblings smile, eat, sleep, or anything first before him.
Our hero is somebody that is willing to give up anything for the greater good. The thing that makes my dad a hero is that he's so much stuff in his life to make me and my siblings happy, and he has never, even though he has gone through so much stuff in his life, he has never forgotten to be a dad and make us happy.
I remember when I was in elementary school and my brother was in middle school, my dad worked 2 jobs to support the family. I remember when I would get home from school around the same time my dad would get home from his first job. And when I was home and he'd come here and come home, he would only sit and eat for 30 minutes, and after the 30 minutes he would just leave to a second job. So some days I would only see him 30 minutes to an hour, especially on school days because he wouldn't get home till later, when I had to be asleep. And at the time being, I didn't think much of it because I was young. It was more of like, okay, dad has to work and I'll see you tomorrow. But now that I'm older, I am so grateful for that. I can only imagine the amount of times he was exhausted, or how some days he thought about calling off of work just to sleep because he was so tired, but he didn't, because he thought about me and my siblings and knew that we didn't have the luxury for him to just skip work.
Look at your bear. Well, gorilla. I love you.
I love you.
Choo.
Choo.
Choo choo. Happy birthday.
What makes my dad a hero is that through everything I've been through, he was always there for me. And when I needed someone to talk to, he was there. You know, if it was about the girls or it was about sports, he was always there for me. When I wanted to play baseball, he was the first one to help me learn to play, or when I asked for help and looking to college, he was there. When I went through my first breakup, he was there. And when I got in surgery for the first time, he immediately got out of work and stayed with me for the time that I was in the hospital. And it was a little nerve-wracking. I was around 13 and I had gotten surgery, so I was extremely nervous, but my dad was able to ease it and make things a lot better. I may have not gotten everything I wanted when I was a kid, like a lightsaber, an action figure, or a computer, but I'm still grateful for what I got and what I get. I hope one day I can repay my dad for the countless hours of work he's put in to support me and my siblings, to put a roof over our head, and make us smile.
What you want for Christmas, babe?
What do I want for Christmas?
New hot ride.
I already have it. Y'all.
Besides us.
A Ferrari? Mercedes?
I think each and one of us has a hero in our lives. It could either be a celebrity, a superhero, or a fictional character. I'd love to tell you about mine. For my hero, I chose my grandpa. This is my grandpa. His name is Benjamin Davila. He is the best singer.
Si quieres oír los besos, no cuelgues, quédate ahí.
He loves to spend time with his family. In my eyes, my grandpa is famous. He was a hero for many people, and he was my hero too. But what makes my grandpa so special to me and for other people? I would love to tell you why. There's a saying in life, you always have 3 loves, and they're all categorized differently. Well, I like to believe that my grandpa was my first love. But before I was ever in the picture, he was someone else's first love. Well, his now forever eternal love.
Bueno, cuando nos casamos yo tenía 17 años, faltaban unos cuantos meses para que yo cumpliera los 18 y yo estaba trabajando en una fábrica que se llamaba Philips y me habían dado el contrato de 1 año para trabajar y ya se terminaba el contrato, entonces él andaba pretendiéndome, él iba por mí allá al trabajo y platicando con él le dije yo, si no me dan otro contrato de otro año, nos casamos. ¿De veras? Sí, de veras, le dije, nos casamos. Ah, bueno. Pues llegó el tiempo, no me dieron contrato y empezamos a preparar lo de la boda. Y nos casamos en abril 27 de 1974. Y después de allí tuvimos 8 hijos, 3 varones y 5 hembras. Los varones, primero fue Cintia y luego Carla, y luego siguió un varón que es Benjamín, y luego ya siguió Karina, Raúl, Alma, Angélica y Moroni, el más chiquito. Y si no hubiera habido necesidad de que yo me operara, porque con el último bebé yo me vi muy mal, tuve que operarme. pero hubiéramos tenido 3 niños más.
Yes, relationships have their disagreements. Did my grandma and grandpa ever argue with each other if it was about food, medication, or not agreeing on things? Yes, but the way my grandpa adored my grandma, someday I hope I'm able to find a partner like him and have a relationship like them. We are so lucky that they were able to celebrate their 50th year anniversary. The history behind my family is super special to me. My grandpa had this inspiration of leaving Monterrey, Nuevo León, leaving his family and everything behind so that he was able to find and provide a better life for his kids here in the United States. He never imagined that he would impact so many people, especially all his grandchildren. We are all very grateful for the difficult decision he made in leaving his brothers. The sacrifice he made was not in vain, because he has left a great legacy in each and one of us. The 3 months he was alone here in the United States were not easy, especially being without his family. My mom tells me that he would send them tubs of fruit, rice, beans, toys, and letters to remind them of the love he had for them, and they were always happy to receive these surprises. He spoke to one of his church leaders who gave him the advice that a man should not be alone. He had to make a decision of going back with his family or bringing his family over here. He had sent money to get passports and visas ready for his numerous family. He had to make arrangements for his 8 kids, 5 girls and 3 boys, and then his wife to make sure they all made it safely to Houston. As the youngest son of my grandpa, we have seen his legacy has impacted his son's and daughter's life.
My father was a very honest man and a very good leader at the same time. You know, it's those are the qualities that you look for in somebody that you can actually admire. You know, somebody who can always choose the right even when it's not the easiest thing, and somebody who can at the same time inspire you to be a better person. And I know for a fact that my father did that for me. So just thinking about when we were little, I saw him play soccer and I saw him being a goalkeeper. Well, guess I decided to be a goalkeeper. And thanks to him and his training and his encouragement, I was able to be a very good goalkeeper. I voted the best goalkeeper in Texas in 2004. So in my senior year, so it was a good thing for me to see my dad as a soccer player, and then he chose to be a machinist as a trade, and I decided to follow his steps and also go into the oil field and become a machinist. Become certified in computer and numerical control systems, and I was able to lead a shop of 120 employees. So the same knowledge, the same skills that he had as a machinist, he was able to pass down to me. And so how has he impacted my life? 100%. I've followed him as much as I could, and even on the spiritual side. You know, he helped me gain a testimony. He helped me get to know my Savior, Jesus Christ. And that's something that I will never be able to pay him back for.
Not only has his legacy begun, lived on, impacted his children, but it also left a resounding impact on his 25 grandchildren.
I honestly, for the longest, I didn't understand why. Like, I knew it was Grandpa's name, I knew it was my dad's name, and for some part when I was younger, I kind of didn't like it because it was pretty long, and I was like, why do I have a really long name? But as I grew, I was able to see that my name is, no matter how long or how short it is, it represents something more than who I am. It represents what Grandpa's taught my dad. It represents what Grandpa's taught me. It's more of just a name. It's really like having him close to me. It's having a reminder of him being there for me. I learned to love my name, especially just because of what Grandpa has meant to me, has meant to my family, especially. I learned to love my name because of the person Grandpa is. And so, from when I was born and throughout the years as I grew, I was able to see the type of person he was, type of person he tried to be, and tried to instill those values into us. And so, when I think of my name now, I think of Grandpa and everything he's done for us. But I honestly feel like I couldn't have a better name for me, just because there's something more to just carrying the name Benjamin.
When you're a hero, you leave a legacy and an impact on many people. The impact he has left on his children and grandchildren helps us want to be more like him. His kind of strength, determination, hard work, his love, his advice, and spiritual guidance has left an impact in all our lives. November 2nd is a bittersweet holiday for us. If you haven't watched The Book of Life, or Coco, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about. On November 2nd, we celebrate Dia de los Muertos, in English, the Day of the Dead. What we do is celebrate our loved ones' lives after passing away. My family has always celebrated this day. We would get our ofrenda together and cook dinner and ask all our family to come over and celebrate. During that time, we would ask our grandparents to tell us stories about their past and stories about our loved ones that passed away as well. They will tell us some pretty funny ones. This year was different for our family. On May 1st, 2024, my grandpa passed away from heart complications. I have never experienced grief before. None of my family has lost someone so close. Grandpa was our glue to our family. There are many times where it's hard to know who's going to take control of things because he's not there anymore. Although my grandma has been able to take the lead, there are many times and days that she misses her eternal companion. This year, on November 2nd, we celebrated it differently. We celebrated it at his resting place. We made an ofrenda, sang karaoke with him, told stories about him, took and ate his favorite meals. The rain that day tried to stop us many times, but it couldn't take that moment away from us. We enjoyed spending time with our family and Grandma, remembering him. One thing that Grandpa taught and installed in all of us is that families are forever, and that we would meet him again. To sum all of this, I'm very glad that I get to call my grandpa my hero, because he was the biggest foundation of our family. But the one thing that sucks about someone passing away is that I'll never have my grandpa to see me graduate, or see me walk down the aisle, or settle into my career. You never see me achieve the successes that he always dreamed I would, or even watch all his other grandchildren succeed in life. We won't have him for the holidays coming up. I can't even go back to the house because it feels like something is missing there. I know that my grandpa is still watching me from above and is being my greatest cheerleader, but there are many moments where I need my grandpa because I get lost in this world, but I don't have him anymore. I'm very grateful to have these kind of opportunities because not a lot of people or kids get them, and it's all because my grandpa made the sacrifice for me and his family. So sometimes we don't realize how precious a moment is until it becomes a memory. Time is a thief, and you will never know when is the last time you make a memory with them. Cherish your loved ones and try spending as much time with them because you don't know how much longer you would have with them.
My hero is Lionel Messi. He is a footballer from Rosario, Argentina. For millions around the world, Lionel Messi is more than just a footballer. He's an inspiration, a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of dreams. This film explores the cultural impact of a global icon, his influence beyond the pitch, and enduring legacy he will leave behind.
He's amazing with the ball.
He can dribble past anyone, and his goals are incredible. He also seems like a really nice person. I know he lost some important games, but he always comes back stronger. He never gives up. That's inspiring. He never stops trying. Even if things are hard, you have to keep practicing and believing in yourself. Just like Messi.
Two important things in his early life are when he had a growth hormone deficiency at the age of 10. Messi was diagnosed with the growth hormone deficiency. It was a condition that stunted his growth and threatened his future in football. The treatment was expensive and he was very poor, but that didn't stop him from playing though. At a young age, he signed for Barcelona and they offered to pay for his treatment. And since then, he has shown to be an inspiration to many. His story demonstrates the power of perseverance and determination in the face of adversity. He transformed a potential career-ending obstacle into a catalyst for his remarkable journey.
Messi is a fantastic player without a doubt. He's achieved incredible things in his career. He's been a rival for many years, and that rivalry has pushed both of us to be better. As for being a hero, that's a personal interpretation. He inspires many people, especially young fans, and that's important.
He really inspired me to never give up, even though the odds are against you, and he has proven and shown a bunch of people wrong. So that's why he's my hero. Messi is in Miami, Florida, playing for his new club at Inter Miami. His legacy will be remembered forever as not just the best footballer in the world, but a